Wolfenstein II was released in 2017, published by Bethesda, who instead of releasing Skyrim on the inside of your eyeballs, did a completely different game. I know. Shocker.
William J. Blazkowicz, who's harder than coming up with a witty analogy on the spot, comes back in full force, taking down Nazis with, ironically, the efficiency of a German car.
Can we finish Wolfenstein 2 without dying? No. Or yes? Find out in this episode of One Life Review. Hello and welcome to another Twisted Bard Gaming One Life Review. My name is Paddy and I'm here with Rob.
Hello.
And Alistair.
Can I play Daddy?
This is our weekly video game series where one of us tries to get as far as possible through a game without dying, and this week I'm playing Wolfenstein 2.
So we've gone back to back Bethesda.
We've gone back to back Bethesda, and neither of them are Skyrim, which is some kind of miracle.
So
we haven't actually done it yet, have we?
No.
Have we picked the only two Bethesda games that aren't Skyrim?
I'm never going back to Skyrim. No one can make me.
Fallout.
No one can make me.
Yeah, what about Fallout New Skyrim?
Stop it.
I would play that.
It's my nightmare.
You know that new game that Bethesda's definitely going to produce because they've run out of ideas for Fallout and Skyrim.
All your
Fallout,
dreams.
New
in one
Skyrim.
place.
I'm in a wheelchair.
Oh wow, that's a great place to start.
So
Yeah, I know,
what about the game, Paddy?
It's interesting. It's interesting. That is the game, Alistair. You silly bear.
I'm a silly goose,
You
aren't
silly
I?
goose. Look at
He's
that.
misleading us on a trail of misleadingness.
Excuse me, sir. I'd like this giant weapon, please.
It is overly sized.
I would ask some questions on: are you licensed and trained to use that firearm, sir? Because see, he wasn't licensed,
He
trained.
wasn't. I think I might be.
Schoolboy error.
I like the thought of Paddy sneaking around the corner in a wheelchair.
Hey, well,
Just
you know
like
what?
Rolls out into the middle of the floor. It's like, oh shit, too far.
This
roll
is
back,
one life
roll
review.
back.
This is one life review. I can't just roll out there and die.
Yeah.
I have to be
Roll
cautious with my
with me.
life.
Although I've never seen you personally roll out poorly. When you roll out, like you roll out hard.
I roll deep, yo.
You roll deep. What does that even mean to
I have
roll deep?
absolutely no idea.
All right,
'Cause-
girls, calm down.
Because if you roll deep, is that like if it was a sausage roll, would that just mean you're just rolling in more a pastry? I don't understand. Guys.
Or maybe it's like snow. So you roll around in the snow and it's just really deep snow. Maybe that's what it means.
Okay,
Maybe it
yeah,
just means
okay,
A
so
day,
you
a day out in the sun and in the snow.
A day out in the sun snow.
Exactly. That's what I said.
I would love if there was such a thing as a sun snow where it was warm and you can still do all the fun things you can do in snow, like
Oh, that
sledding,
would
but
be
without
nice.
being bitching cold.
Oh, that would be awesome.
You could do that in like Bahamas and shit.
I mean,
Alistair,
You
get our creative team on that.
I will let them know. We'll have a think about it, and we'll say no.
Oh,
We're not that creative.
typical funding issues.
Yeah.
It is.
So this
I
was
mean,
this was like, it was fun. It was interesting to be in the wheelchair thing, and rolling around was different. I'm glad it didn't last too long though, just because
Yeah.
it's a bit. I don't know.
so
Orcs.
the enemies saw you rolling.
They
Were they
were
hate-
they were definitely hating,
Oh, thank God, that was going to be my next question.
and they were also patrolling.
Huh? Were they trying to catch you doing anything?
I think they were trying to catch me riding dirty, Alistair.
I'm so glad you played along.
was
with
under-
this,
How
Paddy.
long can this go on for, guys?
I was under the distinct impression that that's what they were up to. Whee!
Okay, that was pretty cool.
Oh,
please
guys.
tell me you don't stay in this for the entire game.
already said
As
it.
much fun as it is, I
it's
think it'll be very inconvenient.
Not too long. There's a bit with a conveyor belt and a few more Nazis to kill.
Ooh, conveyor belt.
yeah.
Is it like the Generation a game, which you guys probably haven't fucking heard of?
No, no idea. What you're
I've
talking
heard of the Generation game. I have known nothing about it though. Enlighten us, Rob. Rob, enlighten us.
It was a game that was done. It was fronted by Bruce Forsyth for a while. It was a game show, and then it was fronted by a massive racist for a bit. And
That's a weird name for a human.
Well, you know, humans come from all walks of life, Paddy, and until you accept that, I'm afraid you're just not gonna grow
Nice.
as a person or as a
Initials MR.
or in height.
Mr. Racist.
Mr. Yeah, exactly. That's what he has to be called every time. Like he heads into the bank. Hello, Mr. Racist. Would you
Mr.
like
Racist,
to open up
would
a
you
new
like to make
Super
a
Saver account?
deposit today?
Oh. See, no one can say that. No one actually says that out in a bank because it's too easy, isn't
Yeah,
it? You know,
that's true.
Do you care to make a deposit? It's like, oh, ooh-ah.
Ooh-er, hello.
Ooh-ah.
Don't mind if
Just
I
happens
do.
too much.
Is it?
It's like,
I didn't know it was that kind of bank.
all right. Get your kegs down, love.
I'll see what I can do. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not.
I can't get through the glass, love.
That's why it's there.
And it's on, and I don't think that tray thing will work either.
Why are you pushing that button?
Bulletproof glass, I say. Ooh, good choice.
Why does everything that's hilarious happen in Cornwall? I don't know. I don't know there, Rob. We're just quite lively round here, aren't we, lads?
If anyone gets like their impressions of Cornwall from us, they're going to be thoroughly disappointed when they go.
know. I dread if we ever actually got a fan from Cornwall. They'll be horrified.
Oh, your wheelchair.
I know. They turned the conveyor belt the other way.
Oh,
Because the Nazis are
that's-
nothing if not clever.
What shall we do?
They're very resourceful as well.
He's slaughtering us all from his wheelchair. I know. Turn the conveyor belt the other way.
I can just imagine like them running back. Nein, the wheelchair guy. He coming.
So,
Oh,
and they didn't ask for it, but here's some context. It's like the 1960s.
oh
and
no
the-
one cares, Paddy.
I care.
No, you
I care.
don't.
I do.
You-
I do.
you-
This genuinely
you
has. This
fake it
genuinely has a
every
good
time.
story. This
Every
genuinely
time,
has a-
Paddy.
This genuinely
I've got-
has a good story.
Paddy, I have
I've had
another
a-
important question.
Yes,
Go.
Was it swinging?
Well,
pleading the fifth.
Paddy? The right to answer Alice's questions?
Yeah, yes, Alistair, it was swinging.
Yay!
way. Oh, I get it because it's like a willy.
Yeah. Okay, Rob, yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, I was going for the swinging 60s, but...
No, you weren't. We all know what kind of person you are.
Yeah, I was also trying to angle it to make a 69 joke, but you know what? It wasn't as subtle.
No.
So
it wasn't.
there it is.
And there's a lot of things we can say about you, but the one thing we definitely cannot not say about you is that you're a subtle.
I ain't subtle. I don't do no subtlety. No, not here.
Not Ian. Not here.
Not here, no.
No, we don't have time for that subtleness round here, do we?
Laugh a minute round here.
We are absolutely bonkers, we are.
Just goes back in circles.
Oh, guys.
We can't control
I think we should
ourselves.
probably just re-theme our whole channel and just come in as just a Cornish people, apart from Al, who can't really do it.
You're right, my lover. We're the Cornish gamers.
All right,
Oh my god, Cornish game hens.
we're the cider game ass. We like a cider and we like our video games.
Game.
Welcome to our Series 1 Life Review. I'm Rob and I'm here with Paddy.
Hello.
All right there, Paddy, how's it going, mate? You right?
Mate, I'm trying not to die in the Nazi taking over America.
You've done all right there, my lover, and you got to 5%.
5%, you know what? I thought this game might be well harder, so I'm quite proud of myself to get this far even more.
Stop it.
Okay, we'll stop, guys. We'll stop, guys. It's too much. We've gone too far.
Ooh.
I struggle to both breathe and talk during that.
No, that's fine. I think that's when our content's like at its best. To be honest with you, when
you can't breathe or talk.
yeah, then we are a-okay. So
We're flourishing.
we are.
Flourishing.
Oh, yeah, at our
you guys
A-game.
love me, really.
Yeah, but in small doses and
that-
from a very very far distance.
In that
Very
that
far.
way that you love a child that you didn't know you had until the mother brings it to you.
And you found out that it was already dead.
Wow,
Oh.
wowzers!
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I heard you call my name again. Oh god.
No, dear me.
Yeah.
What,
So
what are you guys
Wolfenstein, then. So Paddy, Wolfenstein.
Yes.
What's going on?
What's going on? Well, the Nazis won the war, and this is somewhere in America. I can't remember where. and they're naughty.
I just want you to know, what you're saying is, I have a finger in my hair and I'm twirling it.
Oh,
so.
brilliant. Okay, so like they won the war.
You're so funny.
And yeah, you know, like it's really deep and interesting like, what happens in the story. You know, there's love and there's pain and there's redemption and there's a whole lot of killing Nazis. God damn it!
But what about you? Do you feel pain?
I don't feel nothing, girl.
Only every waking moment, Al. Thank you.
We didn't want to know about your chilling life, Rob.
I've been waiting for someone to ask.
Yeah, thank God it's been 33 One Life reviews and you've never... Oh, no, stop it, Rob. I keep slipping... That wasn't on purpose. That's just...
That's natural.
I just can't stop it now. I'm going to go in.
It's literally like The Exorcist. Rob sitting in the bed, his head turns around 360. He goes back and goes, I've been on the roundabout trip,
cider! Like that. I know I'm going to go into work tomorrow and I won't be able to help it. Right, morning, guys. How's it going?
Morning.
A good hustle, yeah?
Did you get my email there, Tom?
Did you get my memo?
I think you need to go home, Rob. You're not quite yourself.
Didn't you get the memo?
Fuck off!
Fuck off, you old bastard! I'm your boss. Piss off.
You don't even work here anymore, Rob. Oh.
I'm a YouTube star. We have one fan.
Actually, I have you know, I counted earlier, we have 3 engaged fans at the moment.
3 engaged fans. Well, hello, 3 engaged fans.
They are Natty Drake, Sir a Bumblebus, which I don't remember his name, and the other person that I can't remember the name of.
Well, we take our fans very seriously here.
As you can tell.
Twisted by
I kid
Gaming.
you. I remember all your names. I just can't recite them immediately right now.
It's not Rob's fault. He forgets things.
Rob forgets a lot of things. Like
It's
piano
not forget.
recital.
It's not forgotten. It's a temporarily unknown.
It's temporarily misplaced in the brain.
It's temporarily, forgotten.
And Al, sweetie honey, I was there, but I just didn't.
Sweet honey.
Sweetie honey, I was at your piano recital, but in order for you to be at your best, I didn't want you to know I was there.
It's true, Alistair. He told me not to tell you. But we got the whole thing on film. It's beautiful.
But you did the whole of Bark flawlessly. I was
just
stunned.
all of the bark.
all of Bark.
All $7.
I raise you $12.
You did 6.5 barks. I am very disappointed.
And
it's
one
starting to sound,
Mozart.
It's starting to sound like some
Amadeus.
sort of like some sort of new wave like hipster drug. I've done 14 barks.
Why
one
is it in
of a
Cornwall
Valdi.
again?
Because they all take drugs in Cornwall.
There's not much else to do, to be fair.
They've got cider and they've got drugs, and that's it.
Have you ever had a drug called cider?
You put the two together.
Cider's a drug.
I just can't quit.
I love me fucking apples, I do.
I started off in Cornwall and ended up in Wales.
We're gonna get an angry email from the head of like the Cornish tourism board.
Head of Cornwall. All right there, guys. I don't like this content you're making.
The subject's just gonna be.
I find your content odious and offensive.
Do you find it
First
offensive?
of all, it's pronounced cider.
C'est cidre.
Oh non, c'est pas cider. C'est cider. Alistair.
Make this episode, how many accents can we offend?
Alistair, non mais franchement, mon petit chouchou.
We've offended about 1/14 of the English population. Now France is going. Now Paddy's going for a whole fucking a nation.
No,
I'm sorry, my little friend, but there's no reason to be so, annoyed.
We are not even in this world. Why are you offending us?
We brought in Mkhitaryan and he was doing quite well.
It's too
This
soon.
is my French accent. I hope you guys like it.
My French accent happens to be Arsene of the
My French, I think we played quite well.
There was a lot
but
of spirit.
the referee was not...
So you guys are playing on the very, very broad assumption that people who are watching this also understand.
Oh, I'm Rob, and I want everyone to understand our content.
I'm sorry for just trying to be a bit broad and think about the audience rather than
We should
ourselves.
think about them.
Wait, Rob, how are you talking over yourself?
I don't know. It's like I'm a ventriloquizer.
Ventriloquizer. Oh,
There's
well,
a word-
bollocks.
Oh.
I know.
Oh.
You know what? You want to know the worst part is that I did that bit again and killed him first time without any bother whatsoever.
Well, that's just a bit.
Womp, womp.
Womp.
You still put me above Alistair.
See, I couldn't tell which one should be higher. I couldn't tell which one could be higher. Then I was gonna go with alphabetical. Then I realised that would put Al on top. So I decided to go on the basis of our looks. So now our kind of a goal, a difference, a measure is based on a looks.
Right,
so.
Paddy, photo shoot off. We are doing this right now.
Oh, bring it. Motherfucker, bring it.
I'm already primed and naked.
If there's one thing I can do, it's get all oily and take pictures. Someone judge me.
Well, first of all, we just want to know what you thought of the game.
Oh, yeah, you know what? It's really good. I know you weren't interested during the actual thing, but it is genuinely good. And I'm going to say that I'm going to go for love it. I know there's a lot of green on this board, but you know what? We play games we like.
We love,
why not?
actually.
We love. And like.
Sweet love.
But we don't tolerate or hate. So perhaps
No.
we need to get on that. Okay, so Al, what did you think of Paddy's playthrough?
He spent a lot of time in a wheelchair. I got very distracted by a lot of the Cornwall talk, so I didn't actually focus on much of the game.
Okay.
But you know what? Wolfenstein's, from what I remember playing it a long time ago, it's quite a difficult game. So 10% is nothing to be ashamed of. Very good people get 10%. So Paddy, you did well. Well
I'm
done.
amongst illustrious company.
Exactly. I am gonna give you. Oh, let's see. Ooh. I'm gonna give you a Cornish hen.
I thought you were going to give me an
Cornish
R. You gave me a new. You gave me a new. I thought you'd give me an R for sure.
So, a Paddy for me, I'm not going to sugarcoat it like Al did. A 10% is poor, and you know it's poor. So, that is what it is.
It's a hard game, though.
It is a hard game. I appreciate it's a hard game.
That bit
10%
wasn't.
no
That bit
matter
wasn't hard. I made it look hard, but it wasn't.
You died at a point where you probably shouldn't have, and you know in your hearts of hearts you could have done better.
It's
so
true.
I'm going to say, from an overall point of view, it's poor. But I like you, and I've had a fun time. And,
Okay.
and normally,
This
and
tough
normally,
love
Is this,
is exactly
is this
what
the
I
end of a
need.
date?
and normally when we have a poor performing video, normally I have to string it out and go blah, blah, blah. But this time I'm going to give you a nice pint of cider.
Oh, lovely. Thank you very much. Has anyone else would like to offend before we call this one to a close?
Yeah, I'm not overly fond of people from Newcastle. Done. There you go.
Brilliant.
How weird, man.
Wait, no.
Why not?
You
Well, thank
didn't
you so
know
much
what
for
you're
watching this
talking
episode of One Life Review. It's our weekly video game series where one of us tries to get as far as possible through a game without dying, and apparently just doing regional accents from the UK because, you know,
Why not?
Americans, this is a learning experience for you. Enjoy.
These are very accurate.
These are extremely accurate. We're practically local. We're Twisted by Gaming, and if you like this video, then we have a whole bunch more One Life reviews, like seriously, like 30 other ones. I mean, wow. Well done, us. As well as game previews and let's plays and stuff, which you can find at youtube.com/twistedbygaming. And if you could go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button really on any video and just share it with your friends, that would make us all really happy because we're just a small little channel trying to make it in the big world. Right, Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah, that enthusiasm. It's amazing. It's amazing you haven't subscribed already. And you can also check out our website, twistedby.com, for loads more, whatever.
See you later, guys.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Ta-da.